Hey guys, Up here. Gonna be doing a reaction video to Rainbow Dash Presents Spider S's by Dawn Somewhere. Besides that, I've been fighting with Hasbro about getting my two video clips I made. One of the Everfree movie and a very first clip about the Season 6 finale. The only excuses they'll give me that they're banning me worldwide is because of the names they have, like, you know how, like, every show they have, like, director, etc., and all that BS. Yeah, that's complete crap. I've been fighting them like crazy about that. Whatever, I'll just keep making other videos. And yeah, let's get to it. 3, a 2, and a 1.
No, this story is totally awesome, you guys, and I just got the Shogoth out of my fireplace. Last time me and Pinky did something like this, we had so much fun. You're just gonna...
Good morning.
Hi.
It's the middle of the afternoon.
It's always morning somewhere.
That is creepy.
I am going to read today. You were dismissed, Rainbow
she's in
Dash.
that weird angle.
Okay, see you guys later.
I was bored.
Okay.
Twilight awakens in her bedroom. She's depressed, as per usual. Each day fails to present reason to draw further breath.
Hey, Spike.
Her servant Spike does not respect her.
Hey, fuck you, buddy!
And when he grows to suitable age, he will devour Twilight with impunity.
Damn.
It is naught but fear of death which impels the young man to study. Time is non-refundable. The Reaper sharpens his tool for the harvest, indifferent as the sun, which rises and sets each day as if the creatures below were but meaningless
If I could
trivia
read
to its
that, I'd have to wear
majestic
my
art.
glasses, and
The
it causes
tool,
too much glare.
which Twilight foolishly calls friend, belches forth a scroll. The parchment falls to the floor, waiting to be retrieved. Go on, my faithful
Twilight.
student.
Oh no.
I go to pick up the scroll.
A wise choice. Because as you discover, the scroll was sent by none other than your beloved benevolent teacher. She requests, with much
Hey, fuck you, buddy!
honey and adoration,
Shh. That was mean.
that you find a particular book and you
Poor
cast
Spike.
a particular spell. That is your lesson for today. She asks
Downside of having
very little.
mustache.
Twilight thinks, I wonder what my parents would do.
Probably nothing as interesting as being Celestia, student. I get straight to work. I crack open the book and look at how to cast that spell.
It looks simple. Too simple. Perhaps Celestia is growing feeble in her old age. Perhaps she became unhinged years ago. Perhaps it's about time someone overthrew Celestia and took her place, before her frothing madness swallows up the entirety of Equestria.
Wow.
Do you disagree?
I think that this spell is going to teach me a valuable life lesson. Whatever it is, I get to casting it right away.
Oh, Twilight. If I were a lesser pony, I'd be furious with you. How lucky for us both that I am a god. The world grows at alarming
Goddess?
speed. Or rather, you appear to be shrinking. Further and further the walls and furniture tower above you.
Honey,
Your
I
body
shrunk
is
the
racked
pony.
with extreme pain as it undergoes morphological changes that were never meant to be. You feel organs shift and buckle. Your liver slips, causing you a thick, cutting agony. When at last the
Almost
horror
like Dr.
reaches
Wolf's
its inevitable
story, except for
conclusion,
it's not that
you
graphic.
remain an insect.
Very
But at
interesting
this
story, you
time
guys
in a
should check
form
it
more
out.
fitting your demeanor. Dear student, you are a spider.
Spider! 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 Get off me! Get off me!
8 hairy legs, venomous pincers, and no horn to speak of. If no stallion would love you before, your odds now seem severely diminished.
Yeah,
I don't want to be a spider.
Well,
Someone is
Celestia.
sympathetic, I'm sure.
I uncast the spell.
And how do you intend to do that? As I recall, You ignorantly performed the rites without reading the fine details.
Ooh,
Mainly, you did not prepare a means to reverse it.
that's
And
gonna
now you are
suck.
trapped. Just as you are trapped in this story until you find a way to return to your plain pony shape.
Then I go to get Spike. I don't know how yet, but this is his fault, and he's gonna do all the hard work to fix it, or I'll bite him in his sleep.
You cry out to Spike, but it is of no use. By what means did you intend to speak to him?
Xbox.
At what point have you
Yeah,
ever
it's playing
spoken
Skyrim.
to a
And
spider?
there's a book called Twilight.
Besides,
Hey, Flutter
I'd
Spider.
best beware, student. Pray, what does Spike do when he catches spiders around your domicile?
He eats them, with extreme prejudice. They're one of the few
Ew.
things he feels he has any power over.
Well then,
So what? I'm trapped as a spider in a story all by myself for the rest of eternity?
that will be the case. But Providence saw fit to smile upon you. Another spider crawls
Yeah,
from between
Big
the
Mac
cracks in
spider.
the walls. A bright red creature, unlike any species you've seen in the area before.
Twilight, is that
Actually, it
you?
looks
I
good as a
recognize
spider.
your hairy purple butt.
Applejack's brother?
Yup. Twilight, why am I a spider and how did I get here?
We're trapped in a story being read by Celestia. We have to find a way out.
When did that happen? I was just walking up to town from the farm a few minutes ago.
Seriously?
Oh, I suppose I should mention that this is a lesson for you, and I could care less what memories the red one retains.
Why?
You may want to redirect your line of conversation, lest you look like an insane, modestly unappealing arachnid.
Applejack's brother? We need to find a way to turn back into ponies.
Celestia's
Can
deal.
you help me?
Well, I'll be honest. I'm only good at two things. One is heavy lifting, and the other, well, anyone will tell you they don't call me Big Mac for nothing.
Okay,
Wow.
great. Well, we can rule out one of your skill sets because as a female spider, I'm actually bigger than you, so I can lift
So
more
true.
than you can. And the other is not useful at all. So, in general, we can conclude that you are not useful. And you have a girl's voice.
Hey, fuck you, buddy!
Well, hey now, let's not rule anything out. We still haven't proven that my other skill set won't turn us back into ponies. It's done some amazing things before.
He has a point. Thanks to your idiocy, your only option now is to learn from scratch whatever will undo this spell you've cast. Since you have no reasonable way of
Did you
forming a good
just
hypothesis,
put Twilight in that
you might
book
as well
just so
try
she could
anything.
Get laid
Several
for your
times,
own
of course,
amusement.
to eliminate confounding
You're a weird
outliers.
teacher.
I like where this is going. Giggity, giggity, gig.
Fine. Fine. We'll give it a shot, but you better do it right.
Not that I'm picky or anything, but I was just wondering if we could find another spider. Maybe another male spider.
Twilight put on a tough exterior, but deep
Okay.
down her heart was wounded. Could her sniggering classmates have been correct?
Why do we need another spider? What's wrong with me, huh? Am I too fat?
I just think it would help things.
Well, forget it. You'll take what you get and you'll like it.
No comment.
Okay, let's get started then.
Hang on, you're not doing it right.
I think I'd know if I was doing it wrong.
But spiders have very complex mating rituals. You have to do the mating ritual.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
But you have to do it right or I'll eat you.
I'm telling you, I know what I'm doing.
Majority of the
The
time,
red
the females
male begins
eat the
dancing.
spider, the male spider.
His
anyway.
movements are hypnotic, and Twilight finds herself sedated, as if by a unique magic she will never experience again. The rest is biology. Several
Spider
days
sex
later,
isn't
Twilight finds herself
just the
laying
male
a clutch
doing
of
a
eggs.
somersault, and that's
The act is as painful
Pretty
as
much
giving
it.
birth 1,000 times over.
Ah! Why? This is the worst day.
Oh, I say, I've laid an egg. Well, that wasn't so bad. I don't know what these women are always complaining about. Ah!
2 weeks pass, and no progress has been
at
made
least
in
they're
finding
a
a
small
solution to
ramp
Twilight's
compared to a
conundrum.
normal birth.
Meanwhile, Macintosh
A lot
and
of human
Twilight
women
have entered
would
the
disagree
misery
with you.
stage of their relationship, wherein Twilight relentlessly henpecks her male companion into a state of alcoholism. He is miserable because everything he
That's
does is
marriage
wrong,
for you.
and she is miserable because everything he does is wrong.
So Applejack's brother. We've ruled out courtship, the
She ever
miracle
call
of
him Big Mac?
childbirth, and hating each other as a means to change back into ponies.
So, what do you want me to do about it?
I want you to clean up the web is what I want you to do. This thing was totally spotless before you moved in.
Y'all were living alone for 5 minutes, and y'all never clean anything. I bet that without Spock around, y'all probably would have stewed in your own filth as a pony. I clean everything I use, so it lends itself to reason that everything should be clean if you aren't making messes.
Well, obviously you're not cleaning everything you use because the place is still a mess.
I want to go back to being a bachelor stallion. I'm Miss Caramel.
That's it. I'm going to my side of the web and I'm gonna cry until you apologize to me.
Crocodile tears.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. It's my fault. You're right.
Sadly,
I'll
in
try
that
to clean up
situation,
around
all
here
guys
more
kind of have
often.
no
Good,
choice but
because
to
I
be
still have a
big
bunch
back
of
there.
other emotional problems that are your fault.
Well, seems I have things to do. Let's wrap
Always
this
have
up,
to be the
shall we?
passive one.
Twilight's disgusted arachnid children burst from their egg sacs in an unholy wave of chitinous
Okay.
newborn lust for sustenance. They cover the floor like a carpet.
There's
of
no
living
way in
death.
hell there.
What is this crap?
That little
All right,
egg sack
look,
can carry that many
Applejack's
eggs.
brother, I have a plan. I want you to kill me. Throw me into the sea of spider babies.
Are y'all sure? It seems unlikely that we'll be blamed for this on account of the fact that no one knows we're spiders, and how would they find us anyway?
Just do it.
Macintosh throws Twilight into the millions of skittering mouths below, but death sweet him. Embrace eludes the girl. As with all things in her life,
Yeah.
she is merely swept
What
away
is
against
with
her
you,
will.
Celestia?
Her children lead her down the stairs, stopping briefly over Spike to drain the vital fluids from his body. Perhaps a poetic justice for the spiders that they would appreciate if they were not the ilk of their parents' pairing. Out they go, pouring out of the
Good
windows
Lord.
and sweeping down the streets of Ponyville, picking
Yeah,
the
you guys
place
are dead.
clean of life. At last they reach the edge of town,
Alicorn?
and there, riding atop a hitherto unknown
His cutie
Alicorn,
mark.
who introduces
Troll
himself
face.
as Argenbarger, is another spider. The spider announces itself to be none other than the famed Merriam-Webster.
Cute.
The Alicorn uses his fantastic power to annihilate the swarm of disobedient children, absorbing their essence in the wake of their deaths. He
Okay.
escorts Twilight back to her home and returns her to her natural form as a pony. There, he explains that Merriam has been his companion for the past 1,000 years. The Alicorn had always adored Twilight from afar, but with the recent turn of events, both Argenbarger and Merriam have fallen hopelessly in love with Twilight.
Get a newspaper, roll it up, squash Miriam. You're next if you don't get out of here, buddy.
You can get it.
He obliges out of blind, stupid, romantic inclinations.
Spike in the background.
Now I suppose that
Nothing but
concludes our
skeleton.
little tale. I hope you have learned something valuable, my faithful student,
I think
because
she
I'll be expecting
did
a
because
full
you're the
report
only
on
one
what you
who.
learned by tomorrow.
You're
I'll
probably
get
the
right
one
on
who's
it.
more
Well,
interested
this
in
was
this
such
whole
a
thing
valuable
than
learning
her.
tool. I think that from now on, all residents of Ponyville should be required to sit in for your friend's little readings whenever she requests it. You could always use more Aesops.
Okay. That was interesting. It was a pretty good episode. Though somewhere usually makes good episodes. Yeah, that was Rainbow Dash presents Spiders. Hope you guys like the reaction. I'll look up some more to react to, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and have a nice day.